Bro, I got something to say to you.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Turnip, and today I'm going to talk about what the heck to do with your face when you're late to work. Which for me, I cut it close like on the daily. I am not a morning person. I hit snooze one too many times, and I don't leave myself enough time to put myself together in the way that I really would like to. But I'm still gonna put myself together, and I'm gonna do it quick. So I've picked out just a couple of products that I think I can put on in like 5 minutes and then dart out the door. So let's go ahead and get into it. So in the morning when I roll out of bed just a little too late, the bare minimum I'm gonna do is brush my teeth, wash my face, and moisturize. I live in Los Angeles. It is so dry out here, so I'm always going to moisturize no matter what. No one wants to see me walking around the office with a flaky face. Neither do I. And then beyond that, I've picked out 6 products that I think I can plow through really quickly to do just a very quick basic day look and then head out the door and go to work. So the first product I'm going to slap on my face is by PUR. It's their 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup foundation with skincare ingredients. And we all know I love me some skincare, especially if I don't have time to do my full regimen. This sounds great. What does PUR have to say about their powder foundation here? PUR, the complexion authority, is what they have on their website. All right, makeup meets skincare. Great, love it. It says our 4-in-1 pressed mineral powder foundation gives you the flawless mineral coverage you expect from PUR, with groundbreaking skincare ingredients built into our award-winning formula. Ooh. Our powder foundation is adored worldwide for its lightweight feel and no mess, no stress application. Hey, we need no mess and no stress. We're late for work. This all-in-one foundation, concealer, powder, and SPF has been clinically proven to correct, prevent, and interrupt your biggest skin concerns, even after the makeup comes off. That's pretty smart beauty. Well, their advertising sounds great. I mean, if it can really be a foundation, a concealer, a powder, and SPF all in one, that's fantastic. Because if we have 5 minutes and we've got no time to put stuff on our face, this sounds like something I would want to grab. But how does it perform? That is what I'm curious about. Powder foundations in the past have just looked really bad on my dry spot areas, and it basically only ever looks good on my forehead. So I'm really wondering if this performs well because, you know, it's adored worldwide. PUR says so on their website. All right, so got their packaging. It says some stuff on here that I should probably know. They call this the 1-minute makeup miracle. Well, that is definitely what we want. Using the chisel brush, apply in circular motions to achieve an even and flawless finish. Layer as needed for desired coverage. Okay. I didn't order the chisel brush. I am just going to use a brush that I got in probably one of my subscription boxes. This is the Perfecting Face Brush by Bare Minerals. It's flat. It should do the trick. I mean, there's a little divot in there where you probably put foundation, but we're going to roll with it because it's what we got. And I'm sweaty, so I'm going to kind of wish my sweat around in with my moisturizer. For this 4-in-1 pressed foundation, I got Light Clair because when I was reading the descriptions, I always look for the cool undertones, and apparently this one is. When I touch it, feels dry. It's a little worrisome. I will swatch it here. I mean, it blends into my hand seamlessly, but it's like it disappears. So, all right, let's just go for it. Let's just put it on my face because we won't know until we try it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just put it on half my face first. That way we can compare and see if it's got good coverage and how it looks compared to my bare skin. And they say rub in a circular motion, so I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna just sweep it. It's hard to do circles under the eyes. Okay, it's acting pretty good on my nose, yeah. Not doing anything crazy. And I'm gonna put it on my eyelid. All right, let's zoom in. Not bad. I think this is really not bad. I mean, I need the application to be a little quicker, but maybe if I used like a bigger brush, that would be helpful. But in all honesty, I think it's 100% going to need a setting spray, which is one of the 6 items I picked out. I feel like that'll help melt it into the skin a little bit better. Before I make any final decisions on this, I'm going to do the rest of my face. In a circular motion. In a circular motion. Yeah, a bigger brush would totally help this go much faster. Okay, I've layered it on as much as I think I can. I want to zoom in even more so you can see exactly everything going on with my skin now that the powder is completely on it. Okay, ignore the nose hairs. I need to trim them. They collect powder. That's my life. I'm dealing with it. Okay, so you can see that my forehead wrinkles are being shown off, but they're always shown off. Like, I can't get away from the forehead wrinkles. They're just a thing that exists. And I don't feel like this is settling into them. I feel like they're just there. And I do have slight texture in this area. Again, I think that's because I was sweating when I put this on. I feel like even under my eyes looks really good. And I have dark circles. And I've got the sag going on. I am pretty impressed by this. And I think their formula is pretty cool. I really thought it was gonna look tremendously dry and flaky on my dry spots. And it's really not. What are the mystery ingredients in here that's making this work out so well for my dry skin? There's a few that pop out to me that make me excited. One is the ferulic acid and the lactic acid, shea butter, retinol, the ceramide, and magnesium. Yeah, okay, cool. So there's several ingredients here that already exist in my skincare regimen. So that's exciting to me that I can get that in my powder, concealer, foundation, SPF combo. I think that's really cool. All right, they've got a couple of claims going on as far as what benefits exist for your face. One is that this bad boy is encapsulated with mineral water from the Swiss Alps, and that should give your skin deep, nourishing, and lasting hydration. Another claim is that it lightens up dark spots and uneven skin tone with botanical extracts from Waltheria leaves and vitamin B3. And then also SPF 15, they claim that blocks 93% of UVB rays that cause aging and discoloration. Well, I like what they're claiming, and so far still liking the way it looks. I'm a few minutes in, and it's not being weird on my skin. In fact, I think it looks really nice. The only place I'm starting to see it be weird is where I'm kind of sweating the most, which is my hairy upper lip. I need to take care of that. Ladies, you know. There's some ladies out there that know. Not every lady knows. Okay, so this bad boy normally goes for $29.50. And that sounds like a little steep, but it's not really that bad when you think about all the skincare benefits and the SPF and the fact that this is a 4-in-1 product. I think that's a decent price. But I got it for $14.75. So it was an even better price for me because I bought it during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, where a lot of cool products like this go for half off. PUR, I think you've got something going on here. I like the benefits, I like your ingredients. So I'm actually really excited to see how this wears throughout the day. And even if it wears like amazing for like a couple hours and I need to do touch-ups, I don't care. Because when I'm in a hurry, one product to do what 3 products usually does, I think this is cool. I'm down, I'm digging this. And I don't normally get excited about stuff, but I am excited about this. The next product I'm going to use is the BUXOM Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. This is the shade Seychelles, and this is an interesting blush to me because it kind of is the shade of a bronzer, I guess, for my skin tone. It's really like a sun-kissed flare. So I'm actually going to use it for both things because if I'm in a hurry, I need to pick one product that's going to do several things. So I actually plan to use this as a blush, a bronzer, and an eyeshadow. This beauty runs for 22 bucks. Also steep for a blush, but I feel like because it's such a good versatile blush that can be used for anything, kind of worth it to me, especially if I'm gonna reach for it all the time and use it for more than just blush. All right, let's take a look at the Ulta website for the description. It says the Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush from BUXOM is a silky primer infused powder blush that locks in luminous true color. Extend your vacay glow with this primer infused flush of color. Hydrating hyaluronic acid and a colorless base allows the formula to seamlessly blend and flatter different skin tones. Release a subtle beachy scent with every stroke. Oh, I didn't notice that. Does it really smell like a beach? It does smell like the beach. Oh, I already know that I like these blushes. I have it in another shade, but let's give it a little swatchino. See, I think that's got really nice color payoff. It's got nice little luminosity to it. I can't wait to put it on my face. So let's do it. Let's put it all over my face, basically. And for this, I'm going to use a Moda Pro chisel brush, BMX 250. And this will just help me contour really quickly in my cheekbone area. Tap it right on my forehead just a little bit. Going to kind of circle it on my cheek a little bit using the same brush. I went a little low with the old contour, so that same chisel brush I used with the powder, I'm just going to clean it up super quickly. And then I'm just going to use a quick little blush brush to hit the apples of my cheek. Maybe a little bit under here, even though there's probably nothing on my brush. I maybe went a little ham there, trying to carve out some definition. But you know what? We're in a hurry, and this is what's going to happen. But yeah, I love this color. And now, in the name of being in a hurry, I'm going to use the BUXOM blush again for my eyeshadow. And I'm first going to apply it with my finger, and then I'll blend it out with a brush quickly. Tapping on the eyelid, bringing it up closer to the brow bone, but not all the way. And then I'm just going to grab this Moda Pro BMX 430. It's a crease brush. And then I'm just going to sweep it just to make sure it's blended. And then I'm going to run it under my eye just a little bit. Let me just do the other eye. Again, just tapping my finger into the color and brushing it all over my lid. And going back in with my crease brush and running it under my eye. When you're doing this, I think it's okay if you get a little wild with it, because you can always go back in with your powder brush and clean it up just a little bit. Okay, pretty good. I think that's a lovely wash of color. I know it's looking a little monochromatic, but that's what the highlighter's for. So, coming in strong is the STILA Heaven's Hues highlighter in the shade Kitten. I've owned this for about a year, and I'm obsessed with it. This is my favorite highlighter of all time. It is a very natural highlighter, and it does pop. It's definitely a blam, but like naturally so. When I swatch it, it's so silky and smooth to the touch. And then when I put it on my skin, let's see. Ooh, I freaking love this highlighter. So these highlighters are described as bouncy to the touch, which indeed they are. Also described as radiance enhancing highlighters with gossamer light that melt into the skin for a barely there feel. Ultra fine, light diffusing particles help skin to look lit from within with a soft, luminous, natural looking glow. Indeed, it's not a skincare benefit type highlighter, it's just a highlighter, but it's very natural looking and I love it. So the kicker with this highlighter is that it's 32 bucks. Yes, that's a little steep, but I have been using this a lot for a long time and I have not even come close to hitting pan, because it's so light and your brush just needs to pick up a little bit and it puts a whoop bam right on your face. Like, if you're someone that doesn't need a wide variety of makeup and you're just looking for your go-to, this is that go-to. Spend the $32 on things that are good. If you don't need the supersonic JLo glow and you just want that natural, almost JLo glow, this is the one, I'm telling you. I'm gonna grab a brush. This is AOA Studio F19. This is an amazing highlighter brush, and it was $1 from Shop Miss A. Yes. Yes to all of it. I'm just gonna swoosh it, give it a little swish, swish, swishy, and then I'm just gonna pop it right on my cheeks. That's one cheek done. See what I mean? Natural glow. Oh. Oh, oh yes. I just love it so much. Oh yeah. Yep. That's for me, baby. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Sweeping and swirling. Sweeping and swirling. That's what I do. The old sweep and swirl. Then I'm going to put some right on the bridge of my nose because we're, in a hurry. A little dab will do you. A little swish on the chin. And then I'm going to do something that looks crazy and messy, but I don't care. It's what I do. I just swish it right on the inside of my eye socket. Swish, swish, swish. And yeah, it seems messy, but whatever, we're in a hurry and I feel like it adds some light. But I'm not going to stop there with the eyes. I'm also going to use my finger and use it as the inner highlight with my finger though. And then I'm going to drag it onto the lid so that it's a little more highlighted on the first half of the lid. Just adding a little dimension real quick. And while that looks like a lot, and it is, It really helps you get a glowy, natural look. All right, my face is basically done, and if I hadn't talked so much, this really would have been like 5 minutes or less. But before I put my mascara on, I am going to set my face with the CATRICE Prime and Fine Setting Spray. Ulta says, set it and forget it. This is a lightweight and quick-drying beauty mist that improves makeup wear and provides a flawless, long-lasting finish. It actually does. It actually works really well, and for $7.99, I love that. It can be used as a primer, a setting spray, or a makeup refresher throughout the day. It's suitable for all skin tones, paraben-free, not tested on animals. It's just good. It's good, quick go-to. I know it works. I've been using it for a while. And I think that's the thing you want to focus on when you're late for work. Just have those products that are tried and true, like set aside in a little bin so that you can just go straight there and you know what you're reaching for. And that's kind of what I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set my 4-in-1 blush, bronzer, eyeshadow, and highlighter. Yep. It's a nice little mist. And the thing that I always do, I always dab with a sponge. That's just what I do. That's the life I'm living. And if I'm in a hurry and I don't have a wet sponge, I'm gonna use a dry one. I'm gonna use whatever I can grab because I don't think this leaves little spots, but to me, I notice a lot of setting sprays, you can see where things have landed if the mist isn't very fine. This one actually has a pretty fine mist, so I don't think there's a problem there, but it's just something I like to do, and I feel like it blends and smushes everything together quite nicely. And smush, yes, it is a technical term. And now let's keep trucking. We're in a hurry. Let's get on to the mascara. I'm going to use the Essence Rock and Roll. It is a volume and eye-opening mascara. So let's go ahead and slap that on our eyelashes. This is one of those tried and true products I love. I love this mascara, and it's only $5. Who can go wrong with that? That's what every girl likes. I mean, come on, if I can get something for $5 that I think is, yeah, great. Like, I hate using eyelash curlers. I really do. I don't have time for it. I mean, maybe if I'm slow rolling it and getting ready for 2 hours, I'll use one. But I like this mascara because with a couple of coats just kind of moving back and forth, this really does add some blink. It does really give some lift and some curl, and then I'm on my merry way. All right, and so the last thing we have to do is lips. And that's not even something I usually do in my house. I usually just reach for whatever is in my purse, and I do that in the car when I'm driving to work because I don't wish to be late. But you better believe what is in my purse is one of these SEPHORA Melting Lip Clicks. This is the shade Peach Sorbet, and these things are great because they're part lipstick, but they're part lip gloss, and it really is just like a quick put it on your lips and go. The Sephora website says that it's a lipstick oil hybrid that melts onto your lips with the click of a stick component. Yeah, that could be to the detriment because once you click this thing up, it can't go back down. What it does, the moisturizing lip balm melts into your lips and smooths with nourishing castor seed oil, leaving you with incredible shine and a hint of color. Yes, it does. I do. I really enjoy these. So these are definitely a good, quick lipstick on the go. I just love the way it feels. All right, and I bet some of you ladies out there are like, oh my God, you didn't do anything to your eyebrows. Well, I don't have time, and I have thick ass eyebrows that I think don't require too much. It's true, I probably do need to gel them down to keep them in place, but when I'm late, it's just never going to happen. It's just never gonna happen. So that's it. That completes this look, and I'm gonna do a wear test of the PUR 4-in-1 pressed powder foundation on a different day. So why don't you check that out right now. Okay, it's wear test time. I'm actually filming this on a different day than I filmed the original makeup application. I've already been wearing the makeup for about 2 hours. I woke up this morning, I took the cats to the vet, and I put the makeup on around 8 o'clock. It's about 10 o'clock now. In the sunlight, I noticed that I really enjoyed the way my skin looked. I was actually surprised at how smooth it looked. You know, my pores look really good in this. I think that's what I'm most surprised at, because normally I would see a lot more porage. The blush is still going strong, and the blush that I used as an eyeshadow is still going strong. I haven't noticed any creasing or anything disappearing just yet. And then as far as the Sephora lip click goes, yeah, you know, it did not really last more than the 2 hours, but I feel like I still have a nice moisturized stain on my lips. So I'm just gonna keep applying this throughout the day. Obviously that's what we're gonna have to do with anything that's kind of lip glossy. It's not gonna last forever. So the true test will really be this PUR Cosmetics 4-in-1 foundation powder. So far so good, so I will check in another couple of hours. Alright, I'm back again. It is a little past noon, so I've almost had this makeup on 4.5 hours. And it's still looking pretty good. I actually like it more now with my natural face oils and all that. I'm starting to look very dewy and natural, and I think that so far it's aging well. It's not breaking apart in any weird ways. Under my eyes, it still looks pretty good. You know, the problem areas that I have are revealing themselves a little bit more on my forehead throughout the day, but that's where I'm oiliest. I was actually wearing sunglasses earlier when I went out, and with some foundations, it can gather and like cake up in weird ways. I'm not getting that at all with this. It may have worn off a little bit, but it doesn't really look like it. It actually looks pretty good. So impressive that this stood up against the sunglass challenge, if that is in fact a challenge. But yeah, overall, I am happy, and I will check in later on tonight at the end of the day to see what this really looks like when it's had a full day of wear. All right, final check-in. It is now past 6 p.m. That means I've been wearing this makeup for over 10 hours now. And I feel like it looks pretty good. I'll take my glasses off. The oil is definitely breaking through on my forehead and on my nose. I didn't do any blotting today or add any touch-up powders to it. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. Like, I mean, you can see the texture and stuff on my forehead has worn away. But there's still a hint of coverage there. It's not full coverage by any means, but it's still there. I mean, and where I was wearing my glasses, yes, the makeup did wear off, but it didn't like clump up and gather in the ways that some do. So I'm pretty happy about that. I could have used some blotting, but you know, I'm not sure that I've met a powder or a foundation that didn't need some blotting throughout the day. As far as the blush goes, I feel like the color is still present. It has faded, but I've also had my hands on my face and whatnot. And my eyes, the color's still there, and there's just some mild like creasing going on. You can see a little buildup in the folds of my eyes, but nothing too embarrassing. Final thoughts. Love the bags, love the shoes, love everything. No, I'm serious. The BUXOM blush, I've loved it before and I still love it. It's just a lovely blush and it lasts a long time. And then final thoughts on the PUR 4-in-1 mineral makeup. This might become one of my go-tos for those days where I really have no time. When you don't have time for primer, concealer, foundation, and powder, I can just go to this and it's gonna do all of those things. Granted, it's not gonna be full coverage, but I'm good with a light to medium coverage. My skin, fortunately, is good enough that I can pull that off. You can't really ask much more from a product like this. You really can't. It does what it's supposed to do. But let me know, has this worked for you guys, or am I just having like a fluke 2 days? I really want to know. Let me know in the comments below. And if you would, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!